I want to talk about protecting one of the most valuable assets your restaurant has, your customer email list. And by protecting it, I mean by not using it irresponsibly.
My goal is to help restaurant owners finally get to where they want to go. But more than that, my goal is to find entrepreneurs within that segment that actually know what it means to hustle. That's my goal. Come on the journey with me.
Restaurant Marketing Secrets, episode 444. I'm your host, Matt Plapp, and we're brought to you by America's Best Restaurants. ABR is on a path to help you, independent restaurant owners, find more frequent customers and double your sales. We are live in the South Point Casino and Resort and Spa in Las Vegas, out here at ABR West Coast office, the Repeat Returns team, digging into that amazing software. I cannot wait to show you what we're going to do with it with regards to how America's Best Restaurants has been operating for many years. It's going to be a powerful, powerful combination. Now, one of the elements of Repeat Returns is email marketing. It is a marketing platform that allows you to communicate with your customers in a variety of ways, and one of those ways is email. Today's podcast, I want to talk about properly communicating with your customers. Almost like that Under Armour commercial, we must protect this house. You must protect your email list, your text list, your social media following, because if you use it incorrectly, the people go away. And today's example is going to be short and sweet. I'm not going to mention the restaurant name because I don't want to put anybody on blast, because I've done this as well. And you have to make sure to learn from your mistakes. Late last week, I got an email campaign and a few marketing messages from a restaurant that I know that wanted to market their branded sweatshirt to the list. So I want you to imagine, let's say you've got a 10,000 person list. History will show that about 1,500 to 2,000 of those people are hardcore eat at your restaurant all the time. And then of those 1,500 or 2,000 people, there's probably 200 to 300 that really love your brand. And then if you really trickle it down, there's 50 to 100 that'll probably do whatever the hell you ask them to do. Now, this depends on how strong or weak your brand is. This restaurant in particular is a good restaurant with a good operator, but I know from their sales and from their market penetration, they are not particularly strong. Well, their marketing that went out last week to their entire database was to buy a shirt with the restaurant's logo on it. Now, you might be wondering why I think that's a bad thing. Well, here's why I think it's a bad thing. You just wasted the bandwidth of majority of your customers. I can promise you, on this particular restaurant's list, there's probably less than 50 people that want to buy a sweatshirt. And you got to think about it from a standpoint, do you want to waste the bandwidth of 9,950 people to get 50 people to buy a sweatshirt for $40? Or do you want to protect your list and use it correctly? So as you're planning marketing campaigns, you have to ask yourself, the person you are sending that campaign to, is this why they signed up for your list? Is this something that's going to dramatically benefit them? Is this something that's going to excite them? In that case, that email list could have been narrowed down. They could have taken that 10,000 list and said, you know what? These 342 people have been in our restaurant 20 times in the past 6 months. They open our emails. They click our emails. We're going to send this to them. Now, you just protected your list. You segmented your list to find the ideal audience that might take you up on the sweatshirt offer. And trust me, as a guy who loves swag, I would love nothing more to see my swag in other people's, closets and on their timelines. But I also understand the majority of them don't give a shit. And you got to think about that with your restaurant. The majority of the people on your email or text list do not care about your sweatshirt, do not care about your swag, do not care about certain things you care about. They care about what's important to them, and what's important to them typically from your restaurant. You've got to figure out why they signed up, where they are in the lifespan, in their life cycle with your brand. That's all I got. Email Marketing 101. We must protect this list. I'm out. So as you know, I don't charge for my content. We don't have sponsors. We don't have product placement in here. But what I want your help with is spreading the word. If you're finding value here, do me a favor. Share this on your social media. Share an episode with something that made sense to you, that's relevant to your restaurant, that you got value from, and tag Matt Plapp and America's Best Restaurants. Also, go to America's Best Restaurants on Facebook and on Google and leave us a review. Let us know the impact we've had on your restaurant with our roadshow, with our marketing help, or with our podcast. And last but not least, if you want to take the next step and help me out a lot and help us out a lot, text me a testimonial, 859-743-2408. That's my cell. A selfie video would be awesome about the impact this content or our company is having on your independent restaurant. But worst case scenario, just a few kind words. The way we can help lift this industry up is to help get content like this to more independent restaurant owners, and you are the key to spreading the word. I appreciate your support. Have an amazing day.